There are many characters that reside in the universe of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, but today I want to talk about some of these characters that may represent you. Yes, you watching this video, because everyone has a favorite character no matter what series you're watching. But today I'm going to talk about some of your favorites and say what I think it says about you. Now, up first we got Poochie. Now, with Poochie, there are a lot of distinct fan bases. There are the fans who mainly watch edits of him and think he looks cool, and plus all three of his stand evolutions are cool. That's me. I'm not that big of a fan of Poochie, but that's where I would reside if I was a super big fan of him. But then there are the fans of Poochie who are also made in heaven glazers, who also say Poochie shouldn't have lost and Poochie losing was an ass pull or whatever the case. You know, those fans are very, very, very annoying. I'm sorry. Poochie is cool. I like Poochie. I'm sure you love Poochie if you're saying that. But to glaze Made in Heaven like some of y'all do, to say it's the strongest stand ever, let's calm it down. But majority of Poochie fans, like the cosplayers or just the people who quote his funny ass lines, because Poochie's a funny ass character. If I'm being honest, out of the main villains, he might be the funniest. Not gonna lie. Him, Kira, Cars, he had me dying because his humor was ridiculous. So overall, the Poochie fan base is a lot more chill than some of the other character fan bases that we have in the JoJo's community. Like, they're nowhere near the Funny Valentine fans. Well, True doesn't really have fans. It's mainly Wonder of You, but that whole section. And you know, I even see some fans who feel bad for Poochie and how he was manipulated by Dio and basically put in a trance to carry out this heaven plan, and believing Dio was God and he was basically carrying out God's plan. That whole fiasco. And honestly, you can feel a little bit of sympathy for him for that. Almost everything else he did, no. Up next, we got a fan base that has diminished to a point where it's almost minuscule now. But I saw in the comments of one of these videos, so I was like, you know what, I'll add them in. Wamu fans. Them, oh my god, they are fantastic almost 100% of the time. I've never met someone who's a fan of almost any of the Pillarmen who's not a good person or someone I would like to be around. May they be a little bit annoying quoting some of the lines from the show, yes, but they're not that bad. Nowhere near. They're actually really good. Like, being a fan of the Pillarmen, because usually they're fans of Wamu for his strength and courage and his fighting spirit, his integrity, you know, something Cars did not have. Like, in all seriousness, y'all are great people. Because Wamu, he'll always be deeply engraved in me. That man destroyed some of his own servants trying to kill Joseph Joestar after he lost that battle because of his great honor. After Joseph gave him a bit of blood, he said it was because of honor. The same honor he gave Caesar, leaving that last bubble in there. I just wish there were more of y'all. Like, damn. Like, I understand the anime aired like 12, almost 13 years ago for y'all, at least part 2, but come on, y'all could pop back out. You know, Wamu fans, Pillarmen fans, I'm here. I'm supporting y'all, because in all honesty, y'all really be the backbone that holds the JoJo community together. The people who are fans of characters and their fan bases are somewhat small now, but they're all really good fans. They really just be cosplayers and shit. You might see them in like an edit of that whatever side character, or even forgotten antagonists. You know what I mean? Because like the Pillarmen as a whole, they aren't even talked about that much whenever you go on today's JoJo communities of almost anything except Reddit. You might see a few posts on Reddit. But to end it off, we got my personal favorite group of fans, the Josuke 4 fans. Listen, the Part 4 Josuke fans. I'm a super big Part 4 Josuke fan. So you know this part of the video, this ending of the video is going to be laced with bias. I'm just letting you know. Ain't no shame in my game. But in all seriousness, Josuke 4 fans are some of the coolest people I've met within the JoJo community, because they're actually like a big community of fans who aren't that toxic. Don't get me wrong, there are some who are pretty annoying, pretty toxic, whatever. I admit, I'm not lying, but a lot of them, they're really great, you know. With other fan bases, like character fan bases, they're also great, but it's usually not the large groups of fans. Bruno fans, you're usually a great person, you know, because you really understand Bruno Bucciarati. Same with Josuke, because Josuke's whole character is literally compassion, kindness, healing. These are all character traits that follow him throughout Part 4 that he learns to grow and deal with. Like that's one of the themes in the overarching story of Diamond is Unbreakable. You know what I mean? That's a part of the reason why his stand cannot heal himself. He's so focused on healing and helping others. So I feel like if you're someone who really connects with that character, then you're really gonna love him. But don't get me wrong, I don't completely feel like a character's motivation or how they act in the series is completely the reason they're your favorite character. I know that most of the time, a lot of people's favorite characters might be because they're funny, their stand is cool, they're courageous, they win a lot of fights. Those are all valid reasons to have a favorite character. But I feel like all those things, or most of those things, don't get me wrong, follow Josuke. And that's why his fan base is so diverse. You see the edits, you see the cosplays, you see the jokes. Again, I'm a Josuke fan, so I'm somewhat more biased. So with the jokes, I find them funny. You may not. I don't know. I think they're good. But again, this segment is riddled in bias. I'm 100% serious. No, I'm not. Am I? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we're on the road to 5K, so anything helps. And until next time, peace.